In this video, we will be replacing the steering wheel position sensor in this 2004 Chevy Malibu. Taking a look at the dash, we will be first removing our leftmost trim piece, and a trim removal tool will help us with that process. We next want to remove our lower dash trim piece. We have two 7mm bolts on the left side. And then we have an additional two 7mm bolts, one located near the OBD2 port and one located towards the right side of the steering wheel. And we can then work that lower dash piece away. And we are held on by that OBD2 port wiring harness down below. We're then going to shift our focus underneath the steering column. And taking a look underneath the steering column, we want to locate our two 13mm bolts. This is securing the steering column to the vehicle, and we will remove both of these. We can then gently work that steering column out towards us to reveal the wiring harnesses. Around our column, we have a series of wiring harnesses that we will remove next. We have two on the left side, two up top, and the yellow and red wiring harness can be a little tricky. You have to dislodge the red retaining clip and then work that yellow wiring harness out. And one on the right side. And that should allow that steering column to be free and allow us to remove it from the vehicle. With the steering wheel and column assembly removed, we're going to take a look back up underneath. And specifically, we are looking at the point at which that column enters the rest of the vehicle. We also want to locate the snap ring that is holding this together. And using some large snap ring pliers, we can remove that snap ring. We can then pull the rest of that column cylinder off. The next thing to remove is a small retaining ring and a felt washer. And before removing our sensor, we will make note of the small red arrow pointing to the very top of that steering shaft. And with that retaining ring off, we can work out our sensor. Now we do have a wiring harness that we need to follow up underneath the dash. So we will remove this lowermost piece of trim. And following that all the way to the back, we can remove the blue retaining clip first, and then depress the white wiring harness and wiggle that free. And we can then work that wire through and feed off our sensor. Now it is worth noting that there is one wire tie that is located in a pretty inaccessible spot, so you will get hung up on that and it will need to be removed. And I do like to compare the new one to the old one just to make sure that it looks the same. This one does, so we can proceed with reinstallation. And we will start by feeding that new sensor on, making sure that arrow is pointed to the very top. And then we will slide on our installation tool. We're going to use this to push this in place until that tool has bottomed out. We can then add our wiring harness boot. And we can feed that wiring harness back through there. And our new unit already comes with that metal retaining ring, but we are going to put a new washer. And then we'll work on plugging that new sensor in. And with our new unit in place, we can remove our lock pin. We'll then slide on that metal cylindrical piece and reinstall our snap ring. After that, we can feed our steering wheel assembly back on. And I have it on just enough to reconnect the wiring harnesses. And then I can start the two 13mm bolts by hand and finish up with my socket. Then we have our lowest, most trim piece, followed by our lower trim, and we will reconnect that OBD2 port. And our four 7mm screws. Now, in the research that I did before I performed this repair, it was indicated by multiple sources that the steering wheel position sensor needed to be recalibrated with a scan tool. I am using an X-Tool D8, and I was able to navigate to the power steering system controls. It did give me a couple options to calibrate both the torque sensor as well as the steering position sensor. I went through the process, but aside from just clicking the button that said calibrate, I did nothing further. Not 100% sure this actually did anything, but that was the only thing I did after the repair was done, and it operated just fine. So I'm not 100% sure that this is needed. And aside from what you saw on the screen, there is no directions or any other indicators that I should be doing anything else aside from randomly clicking buttons on the X-Tool D8. After running a diagnostic check, everything appeared to be fine. And again, this doesn't really seem like I'm probably actually doing anything besides clicking random buttons. If after having completed this installation, your steering wheel moves by itself, turning to the right or turning to the left, you need to remove the steering wheel position sensor that you just installed, and you need to check a couple things. First off, looking at the center, we have a painted red tooth and a red arrow. Those need to be in line with each other, as it is possible that got shifted around just a little bit when you installed it. Next, we're going to take a look at the lower ring. Specifically, we are taking a look at the tooth that is located in the center. And our objective is to get all three of these indicators lined up perfectly with each other. And then our locking hole, we can make sure that is lined up as well and install a small paper clip. This will lock all of these in place and allow us to reinstall it on the vehicle. And again, when we reinstall it, we just need to be very careful that nothing moves around.